Hey, my name is Megan Mess. This is my speech 205. My topic is Reach Send Ministries, and today is October 2nd, 2014. Okay. Isaiah 6:8 says, "Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?' And I said, 'Here am I, send me.'" Today I want to talk about Send Ministries, better known as Reach. Reach is a short-term mission program in Columbus, Ohio that I will hopefully be with this time next year. If you have any special interest in short or long-term mission trips, then Reach is definitely something you want to look into. According to the official Send Ministries website, Reach is a program affiliated with Send Ministries. And Send Ministries is actually the short-term missions department of Rosedale Mennonite Missions. Reach is also a member of the Global Discipleship Training Alliance, a worldwide network of discipleship and mission training programs. In order for me to inform you better about what Reach is, you really need to know the core values, required expenses, and the overall game plan. Knowing these things will help you better understand what I'll be doing when I'm there. So the first thing I really want to talk about is what Reach is really all about. And I think in order to do that, you need to know the core values and objectives. And Reach has a lot of those, but I've narrowed down 3 of the most important ones. So the first one is the Bible, and Reach strongly believes in teaching the authority of the Bible as an absolute truth. Also applying biblical principles to your everyday life as well. The second one is discipleship, which is basically just interacting with others in a Christ-like way. The third one is their mission and their goal, which is to make disciples of all the nations and share the gospel through not only your words but also your actions as well. So the next thing that comes to mind is expenses, meeting the required costs. Keep in mind that Reach is actually a 12-month experience. So keep that in mind when I say that the required funds that you need to meet to actually go to Reach is $9,900. This actually covers all your costs except for personal spending money. It's a lot of money, but it's for 12 months, and there's all kinds of ways to do fundraisers, getting your family, your church, your friends involved. Some people like to sell t-shirts, some people like to write letters to people explaining, what you're going to be doing and why they should support you, and I just think that all those things, all the little things add up and help. So, okay, the last thing I want to tell you about is the overall game plan once you start Reach. So the official Reach handbook covers each component of this organization. So once you've required all your funds, you've raised all your money, and you've done the application process, you actually get to go to Reach and you start your DTS, which is Discipleship Training School, and that's a 3-month period. And DTS is basically just a time of intensive discipleship training where students focus on their relationship with God, and they focus on building strong spiritual foundations through teaching. So the second step is cross-cultural outreach, and that's after DTS, you and your team will travel to your assigned locations, and that's a 6-month period. During the 6 months on location, They focus on building relationships and sharing the message of Jesus in a culturally sensitive way. So that's the second step. The third step is re-entry and home assignment. So at the end of your cross-cultural outreach, you and all the other teams will return to Columbus, Ohio, and spend 10 to 14 days in debriefing and re-entry until they send you home. And then when you go home, you have your home assignment, which is basically a guided time of readjusting to American culture and taking and applying what you learned in your cross-cultural outreach, taking that into a local church setting. So I really, really recommend REACH to any young adult with any interest in missions and discipleship. This mission organization has so much to offer. It clearly exists to equip and motivate young adults to become Christ-centered world Christians who make disciples. So in closing, I would like to leave you with a verse that inspires me to be the hands and feet of Jesus. Romans 10:15. And how can anyone preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news.